How many meteorologists does it take to put a forecast together with quality audio? Well, Tony and Weir just kind of having some coffee and saying good luck with that. I already went out the door once this morning and the audio didn't work. T-Rex is still sleeping, so let's try this again. Audio issue Tim. Yeah, it's my new nickname, Audio Issue Tim. And I think you know where we are if you watch every day. This is the National Seashore and Wellfleet, where last night it was very windy. Things were blowing around. Inside and outside of the house, we had the windows open. That was quite nice, but the wind has subsided nicely, and it's left a rather rough ocean, and the ocean's calming down. I got down to the water at sunrise today and made a little time lapse. That was fun, and the audio worked fine, but I didn't have my lavalier on that time. It was just the microphone on the iPhone, which you know there are two of those, and sometimes you get the one that's in front, sometimes the one in the back, and that's why I bought this lavalier system, which hopefully is working. Deep blue sky right now here in eastern Massachusetts. It's cloud-free and smoke-free, but if we look at the satellite imagery, you can see the front from yesterday and last 2 days is way offshore, and you see some smoke coming down through New York and Connecticut. So there's some smoke in western New England. And with the air going calm away from the ocean, this new air from Canada was cold enough that the first frost advisory of the season was posted in northern New York and the northeast kingdom of Vermont. And it was frosty indeed. Record low temperature of 30 degrees at Saranac Lake in New York this morning. Record low temperatures from Michigan to Connecticut, many temperatures in the 40s, and there's the temperature map from about 6 a.m., I think, before, right as the sun was coming up, and you see the 30s in spots. And down here in southeastern New England with that wind last night, we stayed in the 50s. Perhaps tonight it gets a little colder in southeastern Massachusetts. So often the colder nights come on the second or third day of these high-pressure systems as they traverse to the east. It is a vast, strong, high-pressure system. The top of Mount Washington got down to 32 degrees for the first time since, I think, June 28th or so. So it is a chilly air mass, and often the day after Mount Washington gets to 32, that'll happen in the valleys of northern New Hampshire and Maine tomorrow morning. As for Boston, the 5-day meteogram shows nothing but sunshine right through Thursday and into Friday, almost 100% sunshine. Temperatures are mostly in the 70s with a breeze from the west today, but then the wind comes around to light and variable. That means an onshore breeze, sea breeze, beginning tomorrow afternoon and then continuing, what's today, Tuesday? I get confused on these days, into Thursday, and then coming in from the east-southeast and probably picking up over Friday into Saturday. Big questions remain in the weekend forecast, and all has to do with the front that went offshore. Here's the Weather Prediction Center surface forecast for this afternoon, this evening. The huge 1028 and strengthening high pressure system keeping us beautiful, and then you have low pressure in the west in the Rockies and low pressure along or wavy front with a few low pressure systems near the Gulf of Mexico. And the one in the west is going to come at us from the west, and there will be an additional one coming at us from central Canada, and the one in the Gulf of Mexico that also is going to come in our direction. But there has been another change in the guidance where last week it showed nothing happening right through the weekend, and then a few days ago all of a sudden we had this strong hybrid nor'easter or sou'easter coming into New England on Saturday, and it's since been backing off slowly, and it continued to back off again in the guidance last night. Look at the National Hurricane Center latest outlook. It's now identifying 3 systems again, but no longer the one in the Gulf of Mexico, so that yellow X, Texas and Louisiana, is gone, even though there's still some energy there. National Hurricane Center is not concerned that that's going to become a tropical cyclone. And the other 3 out there are just really slow to evolve. Again, we talked about that yesterday. Very dry air being fed into these waves as they come in off of Africa. It's been very wet in the Sahara Desert in the last couple of weeks, which is unusual. So lots of unusual things, and also in the satellite imagery you can see a lot of dust is coming off of Africa despite those abnormally wet conditions. So a lot of anomalous weather going on, and really discouraging for forecasters that predicted a very active Atlantic hurricane season, or at least curious, things that make you go, as we're in the heart of hurricane season and nothing's going on. Well, I'll take it. I don't want any hurricanes here. I wouldn't mind if one went offshore so we could go surfing out there. There's not really much surf, but we brought our stand-up paddle boards, and we will get out on the water today. I was out there for sunrise. Did I already talk about that? Made a time lapse down at the beach. The wind last night kind of smoothed out the sands down there. Footprints were all kind of filled in. First day the beachcomber is not open since way back around Memorial Day or so. All right, let's go forward with the Euro now. And we've been talking about what's going to happen on the backside of this high. So there's the high pressure system. You see the front on the southern part of the United States with rains off and on, downpours in the southeast, and then another front coming across out of the Rockies being joined with energy coming out of Canada. And then as we come to Friday, it is on our doorstep. But then if we stop it again Saturday at 5 p.m., wow, it's now dry in New England again. So the front has slowed down. The upper level low is cutting off. Instead of digging down the Mississippi Valley, it's closed off there near Lake Huron. There's no longer any snow with that Canadian portion of the system. And there's no longer a phasing with the southern front. That is, if the upper low is farther to the east and deeper, it would pull that front up from the southeast. But now it's all separated with low pressure going way off to the south of New England, closer to Bermuda, and the two forces not joining. So it could be a pretty good looking Saturday if this verifies, and we're getting closer. So of course, as you get closer, the confidence builds. And then on Sunday, now we have that upper level low coming at us from the west, and maybe a little touch of the tropical environment coming at us from the south, and that does produce showers and thunderstorms here Sunday. What a moving target this weekend is and will continue to be, as merging the northern stream and the southern stream is always tricky business. And if we push it into next Monday, Tuesday, that upper level low is coming at us and centered right over us next week, about 8 days, 9 days out. And that would be the chance for more showers and thunderstorms and hail, a lot like we had last Monday with an upper level low. This one's even colder, though. It depends how much moisture is available and how much surface forcing we're going to get. But the weather's been enigmatic, and that means very difficult and mysterious. And this week is probably one of the driest weeks we've had since, I don't even know, springtime here in the Northeast. So we'll take that. All right, so that's the weather portion of this. Now let's do the and more. Yesterday, down the beach, kind of a slow day. I didn't even really leave the campus other than walking down to the beach. And we had 3 meteorologists and some friends and T-Rex digging in the cool sand underneath the chairs. T-Rex was fun. And then we went to Beachcomber just for a celebratory last cocktail of T-Rex. Summertime. And the nieces and Charlie and Tony and Weir. And that was fun. Beachcomber's closed today, but I think it's going to be open again next weekend. And then around sunset, there were some people, one woman actually, walking up the hill, and she said, "Anybody want a lure?" And I said, "Wow, I would take that lure." And coincidentally, this lure looked just like the lures on the prints on my t-shirt yesterday, so I thought that was pretty hilarious. Thank you for gifting me this. Now I'm going to call it my lucky lure, and if I go fishing, my lucky lure will catch me the first striper I've caught in years, because I'm not that into fishing, but I'm into surfing. So I'm hoping for some waves this week, but it's not really looking in the cards. All right, here's the and more from yesterday, Monday, Labor Day, September 2nd, 2024. Talk to you tomorrow. Turkey vulture, just kind of hanging in the breeze there. Ominous sky. Got a cruise ship or something way out there. Yeah, it looks like a cruise ship. We got a Bernese. We got a meteorologist. All I want to do is get a video of this little moth over here and turn it into a bark off. Come on, focus, Tim, focus. Oh, it won't focus. Matches their dog.
Yeah, this is actually different.
This is fun. I'm making making a video of a meteorologist making a video. Look at those lines. What causes those?
These cloud streets? Snow. Got it?
They're
You were talking. Oh, there you
they're
go.
like speed bumps in the sky.
You were talking about parallel flow.
I think though that these have to do with a perpendicular flow. Say the air up in the sky is coming from the southwest and headed towards the northeast. And so you get the ripples, like the ripples in the sand and the ripples in the waves, right? See how the ocean, the waves are perpendicular to the flow due to shear. So you got a flow from the north at the ground and flow from the southwest aloft.
Is there a calculus equation that explains that?
I think that, as they say, meteorologists do it wet adiabatically. So
Hello.
we need a SQT. They said it was going to be sunny by now. That's the concern. Are you concerned?
We're getting there.
Are you going to put on sunscreen?
No.
Can I see your sunglasses? Can you look up at those clouds again? Look at those clouds. Oh, yeah. Oh, that is cool. And there it is. There's the sunshine. It's a little breezy, but we brought the sunshine. T-Rex. Yeah, let's go down that way. Keep back from the edge. All right, more blue than clouds now. Get some people going in the water. It's kind of rough. Kind of chilly. T-Rex, is that fun? Who needs a gym when you go to the beach on a hill?
Jeez.
Getting the gang back together now.
Blue?
Baloo.
It is.
It is.
This is interesting, although I'm not quite sure I'm a big fan of this.
Yeah.
One side's good.
Well, the thing is, why do you need this table here? You know what I mean?
Because you're going to have 20 people over for dinner. The problem with that cliff is the sun goes down pretty early. But if you like the shade, no problem with that. We came just because we could to the last hour of the Beachcomber full service summer 2024. We got a sip of sunshine, we got Charlie Brown, we got the ocean. Another year, another trip around the sun.
I'm a resident of Eastham and I came across this right down here on the beach. Luckily somebody didn't get their foot caught on that. And I just happened to find this guy here. Looked at his shirt and I thought, I know him! Tim.
TK!
TK!
Stevie East!
He's got a new lure. He's gonna
Yeah.
get a striper
Rogers'
for me.
shirt.
What's your name? Where are you from?
Mary from Eastham.
All
So
right,
Mary was
a
just
local.
walking up the hill with this lure, and she goes, "Can someone throw this away or something?" And I said, "Well, it kind of matches my shirt." And we're talking, and Mary says something to the effect,
I know you. I know you. What's your name?
"My name is Tim."
Tim.
What's your
Kelly.
name? Oh, Mary, I just got that.
And he's a celeb and I knew.
And so I grew up
What?
in Cape Cod.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm from Dennis.
Oh, okay.
And
Definitely.
are you a
Wash
native or a Wash Ashore?
100 years generations in Eastham, and I'm moving.
Oh.
And
Moving.
in 22 days
Where are you moving to?
to Warwick on the water.
Warwick!
Near
Tony's-
Narragansett Bay.
She's moving to Warwick. Tony's
Oh,
gonna
no.
be a neighbor.
Hey.
Tony's a meteorologist on Channel 12.
Oh, down there. W.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Of course.
You'll love Warwick.
West, Warwick.
So much for
Ne-
mine.
What's wrong with it?
No, my neighbor.
Oh, good.
This is your new weatherman.
Tony.
So you can't make this up.
On Channel 12.
Okay, I live next to Warwick Harbor Master. Well, we're all buds now.
This is what
I'll
happens.
see you around town.
All right.
Be safe.
All right, be safe.
Okay.
Or like a neck that sucks so someone does this.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, I threw it.
So she was my neighbor, now she's going to be your neighbor.
That's hilarious.
You like Warwick, Nick.
So where are you now? In Dennis still, or?
The thing about being on the side of a cliff is the sun goes down earlier than just about everywhere else. All you gotta do is move over a little bit. Baloo is here! Oh, Baloo! I love it that the beaches of the National Seashore allow dogs. So here comes that nice, beautiful air from Canada, and we still have some sunshine left. We've parked ourselves on the volleyball court. So looking way south, that's Whitecrest down there. Oh, look at those sky waves. More and more and more. Sky waves, water waves, light waves, fun, love waves. Another Labor Day in the books. My 61st? This is probably a good time, for many reasons, to call it a day on today's And More. This beautiful fresh air from Canada without any smoke. We've got surf, we may go into the water. And we've got dogs and friends and a lot of love here on our Labor Day, Monday, September 2nd.
Cali Fan Club!
Love you guys. And that lure that the lady just handed me with my shirt. That's just amazing. Yep, we're gonna paddle back to Dennis along the water. It's all good. T-Rex doing what T-Rex does. Talk to you tomorrow. Time lapse from Weymouth should be appropriate. Probably shows the same cloud disintegrating as the day went on. What a week. And one more totally cute dog. And a little Sublime. That's it. Cheerful song, ain't it?